Hey, good morning, everybody. It's early morning to LALATE, the 6:30 edition, the one that comes after the 6 o'clock edition, the bottom of the hour, or on Larry Kudlow's clock, the one that's sort of somewhere in the morning. Well, the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and Congress is back, baby. Well, not today, but sometime when they feel like working. And the first item of business for them will be their second stimulus check. That second stimulus check bill will be the blockade for their check. Is that delicious? It's more delicious than some bacon, which I wouldn't know because you didn't leave me any. But that's what happened in the next week. Congressional leaders will be blocking their other stimulus checks, their own salary checks, unless you get a stimulus check. If that sounds familiar, it should. It's like deja vu all over again. There you go. But boy, big exciting news about the stimulus check, $1,200 or $2,000. That's what the president wants you to have. That's the only check in play. That is the only check that ever was going to see light of day. It was funny, I was looking over old comments that were in the spam folder from earlier this week. It said, no one's talking about a $1,200 check except you. Yeah. Have you seen the UFOs lately? There's a reason you tune into me, because if you're talking to the channels that have the $600 as the headline still on today, then you're a little bit out of left field. just okay. A little bit out of date, sort of like Nancy Pelosi's hairstyle. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm here, you're here. We know the value of the stimulus check that we're owed, but we know the value of the stimulus check that's going to be on issue next week. And we're focused on the deal provisions, and we understand this as well. But, if you're from some other land that you're still thinking you're getting a $600 stimulus check in 1 week of $300 a week, these things are not happening. So the fake narrative stops here. The Hot Mess Express does not have a bus stop at this channel. It keeps on going past this channel because we don't accept fake narratives, or we don't like extensions either unless they match the hair color. But that's what Nancy got last week. She got an extension for herself, and but for the CR, and the continuing budget bill. And this coming week, the budget bill will be blocked if they don't do a stimulus check. So says Bernie Sanders and Josh Hawley, the senators that are putting the pushes in there. If you've not subscribed, please do, because no one's making this more easy and more straightforward and getting you money right now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. I saw another comment in one of the spam folders overnight where someone says, all he does talks about his state stuff lately. Excuse me, but what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about something that hasn't been set out yet? You gotta talk about things that keep people's food on the table, people's food in the refrigerator, people's roof over their heads, and also ensures that people have money. And people have gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars of money in this channel in the last few weeks, and you should be the next one. Because ultimately, those people don't want it. That's good. It's more money for the rest of us, I just always love that. It's like, I don't want to hear about free money. Okay, good. That's good. It's just more for the rest of my viewers, so just go somewhere else. Meantime, also like this video. And if you didn't notice, it's a premiere over the side where we're talking about her hair extension. That hair extension is just, and they're talking about what they did last night at the casino. The instant premiere is always featured at the bottom of the hour at the 6:30 edition, and boy, it's so exciting. I'm glad you're here, and we're gonna have a good day. It's a Sunday morning, and let's keep it intact, and let's watch those planes. Those planes are taking off with the vaccines across the country, so it's an exciting day, and we're gonna see more about it on Monday. It's just really an exciting day for this country. And with that, let's get To the breaking news. The breaking news, as you said here this morning, is that stimulus checks are only at $1 value currently, $1,200, but could go as high as $2,000, says the President of the United States, it's Representative Josh Hawley. But the bill calls for a $1,200 stimulus check with a $500 dependence, with a $500 child's check. The deal provisions need to be modified in this bill that was introduced by the senator from Missouri, the Republican, on Friday, because the provisions that concern adult dependents are not particularly clear. So we certainly want to fix that language. We want to ensure that there's PUA extension, UI extension, and also a eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance. As we are sitting here right today, what is sort of the battleground? Where are the lines drawn? Let me go over them. First, everyone in their memos. I can't believe I'm at this, 10 days, and people have still not written a bill, with the exception of Josh. No one has written a bill. I just don't, these people are high, their life pursuit is to be a congressman, and once they get there, they never write bills. What type of profession is this? They want to be a congressman, but they don't write bills. All they do is write Post-it notes. It's just, choose another profession, maybe, if you love Post-it notes so much. So the Post-it notes of the moderates, Manchin and Romney, calls for a UI extension and PUA extension. The Post-it notes from Mitch McConnell calls for a UI and a PUA extension. So it is likely to happen. UI and PUA extension. Your UI and PUA is expiring in just a few weeks, and they want to extend it to late January. That's fine. It doesn't cost much money. It's easy. It's the way you do it. FPUC, I don't see it ever happening in this emergency bill. FPUC has been butchered and torched by Nancy Pelosi over 6 months, and now she wants to act like she's the patron saint of FPUC. Lord, honey, please, come on now. That's about, Lord. She is arguing in support of the Romney Manchin thing that gives 3 weeks of FPUC instead of a stimulus check. Excuse me? No, that's $900 instead of $1,200. No, that's the first reason why there's a no for it, because it's a cheaper amount of money. Second reason is because rich people get FPUC. Yeah, if you made $1 billion last year and you are unemployed, you can still get FPUC. FPUC is tied to unemployment, and rich people are unemployed and they're collecting PUA or UI, and they're getting the maximum benefits. They're getting $500 a week. So Nancy Pelosi is give them some more money, those rich people. No, they don't need FPUC right now. Everyone who needs FPUC will be taken care of by Joe Biden in January, retroactive $600 a week back to July. Now, finally, Nancy Pelosi is the patron saint of butchering FPUC. She was offered $400 a week by Steve Mnuchin in July. She turned it down. Now, we are, 20 weeks since then? So 20 weeks of $400 a week. That's like $8,000. Yeah, you would have had $8,000, but she turned it down. And now she's trying to be the cheerleader for $900. Yeah, it's $900 instead of $8,000. No, no, I will wait till it's done right and get 30 weeks at $600 a week, which is like it's a lot of money. It's $18,000 instead of this $900 silliness. So then what are the other things? Well, a series of senators in their memos talked about eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance. To this day, I really don't know who they were, because they were mentioned in a series of 2 articles on CNBC, but with no names, and it didn't make clear where it came from. There was that day last week, I think it was Wednesday, that had no less than 5 memos from 5 different fractions, and ultimately those memos sort of circulated. Now, the man with a mission who has talked about eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance around the clock has been me. But after me, the next most important person has been Joe Biden. And he talked about it on Friday. And the last time he talked about it was the Friday before. So he wants this. But I mean, again, these are elected officials. Who has to hit them over the head to not understand everyone needs an eviction moratorium? Everyone needs a mortgage forbearance. It doesn't cost anything, so why would Mitch not like it? This does not take a hit on the national debt. It's free. So do we want to have people evicted on January 1st and thrown into the thick of snow? Do we want them to lose their home on January 1st and to have the bank take it? hello. It's like, okay. Then there's Manchin just saying, yeah, we got to do this stuff for the hotels and the airlines and okay, well, how about everyone else is being thrown on the street? Well, we'll take care of you after we take care of the hotels and the airlines and we get it done. No, no, we don't get it done. Those people have enough money already. We're going to take care of people who need relief, which is a stimulus check, $1,200 for Josh Hawley. The president will go up to $2,000. PUA, UI, eviction moratorium, and mortgage forbearance. And there you go. Now, Congress has another problem. As if they don't have enough problems. They're being called out overnight for their lack of funding for something else for COVID-19 related. Oh, these people. I don't know who they are. They're awful. They're awful legislators. They don't do anything for anyone. And they're just so incompetent. They really are. So overnight, a series of major news articles on CNBC talked about how the planes are now taking off across the country with the vaccines from UPS or FedEx or I always forget the shippers, UPS or I think it was FedEx, and they don't have enough money, the cities and states, to prepare for distribution. What? It's just like, ugh. The cities and states apparently have been asking Congress for weeks for more money for the refrigeration, for the logistics, for the distribution of the vaccine, because once it hits the tarmac, the clock starts running. It has to go from the plane to the person's immunization within a short period of time, or that shot is bad. It will go bad. You got to throw it away. And so they don't have enough money to keep this going after a certain period of time. I just, what is Congress doing? Can someone, get them on the phone? Like, get them on a conference call with me? It's like, hello, are you woken up anytime in the last two decades? Because these stuff are so obvious. This is not difficult stuff to figure out how to do. But there we are. There you are. Now, the good news is that for some reason, Congress's buffoonery grows by the minute, and the state's sophistication to deal with this pandemic gets better by the minute. It's such a strange seesaw. Like the Congress is getting crazier, but the states are getting much more diligent at taking care of you. And that's really good news. So the viewer that starts with the negative comment, why are you talking so much about the states lately? Because they're actually helping viewers. Congress is doing nothing for you lately. Well, last week they were, but before that, they were doing nothing. Where the states are giving you money. So why would I not talk about Arizona and New Mexico that's sending out a stimulus check, or Colorado sending out a stimulus check, or Harrisburg, or the cities that are doing rent stimulus, like Harrisburg or Nashville or San Diego or Atlanta or Houston, or the counties of Georgia or the state of New York and the city of New York. These places are just doing incredible jobs for rent. It's why would I not talk about it? $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. I just want to hear about the $1,200 stimulus check. I don't want to hear about $10,000. Okay, that's good. So there's more $10,000 for my viewers who also get the stimulus check as well. But so it's important to understand is that this rent money is there. It is there. And the good news is it hasn't gone anywhere yet. Remember how I always talk about December 15th as a timeline that I'm worried about? I'm worried that's around the point at which the cities and states where they have the money is going to evaporate. The only thing that I see evaporating is some of the private, some of the nonprofits that are certain towns are saying, okay, we've maxed out. We're going to move to another town. That is the only thing I've seen. But when I see things for cities and counties, they have not maxed out yet. So that's the real good news, especially Florida, Broward, Miami-Dade, West Orange, West Palm. You're generally seeing them still open. San Diego, Houston, Harrisburg, Nashville. Not much a change. You would worry when they announce these cities that's like, okay, here, and then it's gone. No. Next, food, and then utilities, and then gifts. All that is still there everywhere. If you did not tune into Purple Power Live last night, watch Purple Power Live. I go over how to get this money. Purple Power Live is the video in which there's 2 videos per day that really hit this hard. Purple on afternoons LALATE and Purple Power Live on evenings LALATE. Purple is taped, and Purple goes over how to get this money. Where do you do? Where do you go? What do you do to find it? And then Purple Power Live every night goes over which organizations are paying where. who paid what and what city did they pay and how did they pay it. And each night we learn about a new organization, and that's the spirit of Purple Power. So tune into that broadcast. If you missed it, you can go watch it. It's probably in the pinned comments. Finally, if you've done all this, you've watched Purple Power Live, you watched Purple, and you're still at a blockade, reach out to the volunteers. That's community page of this channel. It's also in the pinned comments, also in this pinned comment. You can reach out to them. Well, if you're watching this live, it won't be on the live broadcast. So it'll be there shortly after it's taped. It's in all the other taped broadcasts when they air. And it's news.lalate.com/community. It lists all the volunteers by Facebook, by Instagram, and by Twitter. You can reach out to them. There's a wait time. They're doing about 30 new people a day, I think, helping about 30 new people a day. So give a little bit of time for them to respond. And with that, just so much exciting news to start the new day. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have a good day. Also, reach out to the volunteers or anyone you need to chat with if you are feeling any depression, anxiety, or financial stress. We're all here to chat. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay LA for more.